Okay, folks, this is your orientation or tour video for Sociology 2301, which is the Sociology of Marriage and Family. If you look on your left, you're in the Start Here section right now, which has the welcome video, which I'm sure you've already watched, and some information in this folder, just some frequently asked questions and things like that. The next thing I want to go over is the instructor information. This is where this video itself is located. There are my office hours, my telephone number at the Reese Center, my cell number, please don't call late at night, my office at Levelland, and my office at Reese. There is a link where you can directly send me an email. That is the best way to get in touch with me. If I do respond to an email with, "Can you give me a call?" the reason is that the answer to your question is fairly complex, and I think that in a short conversation we can eliminate some misunderstanding and actually have better communication. If you want to meet with me virtually, we can do that as well. Right here is the Blackboard Collaborate Ultra link. To have a virtual meeting, what you would need to do is email me and set up a time, and then once that time has reached us, you'll click on that Blackboard Collaborate Ultra link. You will go right here into where it says Course Room, and you will click on that, and then you would click on Join Course Room. You'll notice once this opens up, it is very much like a Zoom session, and I will join you in that room at the assigned time. And that pretty much finished out the instructor information. The syllabus and schedule. The course information sheet is what most students would call a syllabus. It is the information about being successful in this class, instructor expectation, the assignments, things like that. The next thing in this section is the Excel spreadsheet, which is a course calendar and checklist. If you open this up, you'll see that it has all of your due dates for the entire semester listed in here. As far as what is due, what chapter they're in, and when they're due, okay, the due date. Once you get done with an assignment, just check that you did it, and then click on how many points you earned. This is a calculator in the sense that if you have been keeping up with your grades, let's say you earned 40. Let's say that you've earned 40 points for this assignment, 22 for this one, 30 for this one, and 45 for this assignment. You can tell that at the end of the first 2 weeks, you have earned, let's see, you've earned 137 points. You could have earned 160 points. So if you take 160 or 137 divide by 160, open your calculator. Take 137, divide by 160. You'll see that your current grade is an 85.6. You can just keep that running total as you go through the semester. Hopefully that will be of use to you. I have copied some of the frequently asked questions from students from that section of the syllabus or the course information sheet. So if you're wanting to know about classroom participation or the discussion boards, essay assignments, the mind tap work, things like that, This is a sort of a quick link to that information. The announcements, these will be linked to your calendar, which if you come up here and click, you'll see that calendar icon, and you can pull up your calendar and it'll have all of your class assignments that I've loaded on there. I would follow the Excel spreadsheet more closely though. If we look on your course content, you can see that this is broken up into weeks. If you go into a week, say you're working in week 4, here is your discussion, and then a direct link to your MindTap content. If you have already paid your fees for the class, then you have purchased MindTap. Do not go on the Cengage website and try to purchase it again. It would be a waste of money. You have already purchased that. Okay? The course resources, if you were to, for some reason, want to directly go to a different part of the book, you could do that here. There's also a YouTube channel from Cengage that's got some educational videos, and they're broken up into the same chapters as the book are, so those are helpful. And then there is the My Grades section. I've tried to lay out the course in as clear a way as possible. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact with me. I want you to be successful, and I will answer the questions you have. I certainly will be more understanding if you will work ahead instead of working late. Don't try to wait until the day something is due to do the work. That is a good way to get yourself in trouble, because that's when the internet will go down or something else. But you'll notice all of your assignments have been open. Honestly, I'm not that understanding if an assignment has been open for 45 days and you've chosen until the last day to work on it, and that's when the internet goes down. That's kind of the way things go sometimes. So work ahead. Don't wait until the last moment to do your work. You will notice on the discussions that there are two deadlines. There's a deadline for getting your initial post on, and then there's a deadline for your responses. If you have other questions that I haven't gone over in this video, please just get in touch with me, and I look forward to hearing from you and seeing your work in the class.